You know, Ronald Reagan once said, government is not the solution to our problems, government is the problem. And he also said that if the brightest minds were in government, the private sector would have stolen them years ago. Well, that pretty much describes most of our federal bureaucracies. And of course the ATF, known as the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, is no different. This is my review on the Remington 870, and this is the TAC 14 variation. Now, anyone who's ever owned a Remington 870, or who's a big time Remington firearm collector, or a shotgun collector, or who loves pump action shotguns, will tell you this is one of the best ever made. The best, most economical, best value for your money ever created was the Remington 870. There isn't a police cruiser in the country that hasn't had one of these in their car at one time or another, and our militaries and militaries all over the world use them. But leave it to the ATF to tell us that this is not a shotgun. It is classified as a firearm. Ronald Reagan was correct 50 years ago, and he'd be correct today. Let's just talk about the TAC 14 Remington 870. It's a shotgun. You know it. I know it. The ATF knows it. But you know, because they can't use the politically incorrect term of a short-off shotgun, or a glorified short-off shotgun, or just a short shotgun, they had to come up with firearm. Even though rifles and pistols are also called firearms. Who knew? But let's talk about the basics, about what old Remington 870s that are being made these days has. We'll start right here with the receiver. It is the same old milled receiver. This has got a, I don't know what kind of finish this is called. I guess this is a matte gray finish. A finish that looks nice compared to the old bluing, but definitely not as durable as the old bluing. So I'm not too fond of the finish. Now, if you want a real nice finish and you got the money and willing to part with it, for another $300, you can get that beautiful silver marine magnum finish, and that is a beautiful finish. But this is it right here. Milled receiver. Same old trigger. Same old cross bolt safety. Action bar lock in the same place. Ejector in the same place. Same old orange follower they all have now. Follower they have now. Hey, look at this. It's a pump, just like a shotgun. Who knew? They all come with the standard Magpul MOE handguard. A handguard I like very much. It fits 4 in a tube, like most Remington 870 shotguns. I mean, there are variations where there's a 5th and even 6th one, depending how long the barrel is. And it takes 2 3/4 shells or 3-inch shells, either birdshot, buckshot, and slugs. So what makes this firearm different? Well, for one thing, the barrel. It is a 14-inch barrel. The tactical Remington tactical shotgun I've always had has always been an 18-inch barrel. And for you hunters or competition people, they come in 20-inch, 22-inch, 24-inch, all different size barrels. So that's the one big thing, is it's only a 14-inch barrel, and of course, no stock. You got what they call the Shockwave handle here. Overall length is 26 1/8 inch, 14-inch barrel, and it's a shotgun. Just don't tell the ATF we said shotgun. Now, as far as this goes, this variation of the 870 goes, it's really no different. It shoots exactly like 870, performs exactly like a regular 870, whereas the old Police Magnum, the Express model, the Tactical model, the Hunter's model, it's a Remington 870. This is what this is. This is a shotgun. Shoots just like it. Recoils just like it. Now, does it recoil a little heavier? Yeah, because you have a shorter barrel and there is no stock. You have this handle. And if you're not aware of these, as far as modifications go, you really cannot do anything. Now, you can, I believe you can put it on a longer barrel, but you cannot change this out. If you put a stock on this, now you made a short-barreled shotgun, and now you're a felon. Imagine that. Put something on to make this look like a regular 870 makes you look like a felon. Unless, of course, you take the 14-inch barrel off and put a regular-sized barrel on, and I suppose you would be alright then. The only time you can take this off is to replace it with the same exact one if it somehow breaks, which I can't see how this is going to break on you. Or if you actually want to put a longer one on, and they do have them longer, and you can't do that. Or now you could get the arm brace, and it's legal. They will allow you to have the arm brace. So you can have the arm brace, but and that's fine. But the one thing I still haven't figured out is if you could shoulder with the arm brace on. Does that make you a felon too? I mean, common sense, well, forget it. It's a federal agency. There is no common sense here. So, like I said, it's an 870. It is what it is. Now, what do I think of it? I like it very much. It is a fun gun. And it is a niche gun. I see this as a great home defense gun. And I see this as a great car or truck gun. Just be aware of your local laws, your state laws. I mean, here, this is New York, and this is illegal for civilians, so I'm not sure what it's like across the other borders of Connecticut, Massachusetts, or Jersey. You must just forget about Jersey. They just suck anyway. But, yeah. Civilians can have this in New York State for now. I mean, I'm sure Governor Cuomo's working on SAFE Act 2 to screw us some more. So if you're a fellow New Yorker, run out and get one now before they outlaw them. If they are going to try. And is there recoil difference? Yeah, there's definitely a stronger recoil as opposed to a 870. But at the same time, the recoil isn't nearly as bad as I thought it'd be. And if you saw my last shooting video, you can check that out. I'll put the link below. You can check it out. I've shot in plenty of birdshot with this. I've shot in some buckshot with it. Low recoil Fiocchi slugs. It handles great. And I did a dare and I shot a couple of 3-inch deer slugs from Winchester. That's about the equivalent of shooting a .357 Magnum out of a titanium snub-nose revolver. It was powerful, it was fun. But I view this as nothing more than a 10-yard gun. At the most, because you can't shoulder it. I really see it as a point blank to 7-yard gun, to be realistic. Actually, more like 5 yards. I mean, you can't hit from 7 yards, but 7 yards is kind of like that. Well, I think it's, I'm giving you maxing its real potential. 10 yards, I suppose, if you're hunting or you want to hunt birds, maybe, but 10 yards is the most, because you're really risking accuracy once you get that far. Now with training, of course, you can become real good with this as you can with anything, but in the heat of battle, would you want to shoot more of this from 10 yards away to save your life? What if you miss and hit someone else? What are you going to do? You're going to use the excuse, well, I missed because I didn't have a shoulder stock. It's not going to fly in any court of law, especially here in New York State. So, like I said, it's a close range gun. Point blank to 7 yards, 10 being the most. I mean, if you want to shoot for fun in the range, more than 10 yards, sure. I mean, it is a fun gun. Listen, I shoot pistols from 50 yards away to see how I do with it, and I got no problem doing the same thing with this thing also. Good to know what your potential is. It may be designed for one thing, but you want to know what it's capable of doing overall. So, it's a close range gun, it's a home defense gun, it's a car truck gun. Because for one thing, it's not a handgun. You know how I feel about handguns as car truck guns. It's a no-no. Handguns should be on you. 2, it's well under $500. I paid under $400 for this thing. Well under, and this is brand new. And because my price is not more than $500, tax not included. 3, it can be transported real easy because of the size. You can put this in a maybe big backpack or duffel bag. If you get stranded for any reason, your car becomes disabled, you want to leave your gun in your car, easily transportable. And for the most part, it's legal here in New York. For I know it's legal here in Connecticut. It's good in Pennsylvania, in Vermont, of course. Those are the givens. Massachusetts, I have to look that one up. You need a permit for everything in Massachusetts, and same thing with New Jersey. Like I said, I stay away from Jersey at all costs. Even under 218, if you're law enforcement, it sucks to go to Jersey. Just don't carry any hollow points that give them more hell. But that's how I see this gun. It is a car truck gun. It's a home defense gun. It is a fun gun. It has a niche, a couple niches. And if you're a motorcycle cop and you got maybe they give you motorcycles with a good storage bin and you want extra firepower for whatever reason, this is not a bad option to have. Anyway, that's my review on the Remington 870 shotgun. I mean firearm. It's a firearm. I gotta tell myself it's a firearm, it's not a shotgun, even though it acts like a shotgun. More government gobbledygook. So anyway, let me know what you think. If you got any questions, leave a comment in the box. This is the Remington 870 TAC-14. Remember, practice, train, practice, train, practice, train. Protect your loved ones. If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. Stay safe everyone. Be blessed, and we'll see you next video.